Okay guys, let's take a look. How's everyone doing, by the way? It's Monk2 here, of course, and today we're going to cover this patch notes. So, anniversary update 2021. Okay, so let's see. Server maintenance will take place 26. That's all relatively boring, that's fine. Good to know. Size, pretty decent. Alright, let's see. To ending the summer of the bang to make our second year anniversary extra special. Spirit of a Summer Festival with you exciting activities for July and August. Okay, plenty to do no matter how much free time you've got. From the smallest toe dip to a full plunge, you've got you covered. Okay, I see the beach reference here. And while massive anniversary sales are definitely one of the highlights of this update, so that's pretty good. Maybe some discounts on some ships, that'd be good. It's also a great way to get benefits from the thriftiest among you. Okay. I mean, yeah, okay. What a way to put it, but okay, I'll give you that. The content shipment is quite significant this time. You'd expect two new Tier 7 premium destroyers. One of them is available in the campaign, the ZF6, which we spoke about last video, and those in Global XP. The Paolo Emilio. And the Prezio Blue Steel Ars Nova, famous anime and manga, the thing you've been asking for no less than 2 years. I have seen this anime, and it's a pretty good one, but the main lead is a submarine, so yeah, interesting. I think the camos would be nice for it, though. So that's just the tip of the iceberg. So read on, alright. 2 years of us sailing together, we want to make the update special, and especially sweet, and ensure that everyone will have a good, everyone will have enough to do and grab. There's lots of stuff to support the festival atmosphere. So post a handy guide to all the freebies, sales. So all this is all coming up in the next 5 weeks. Trust us, regardless whether you have just a few hours or a whole month, you'll find a way to get excited and busy in Legends. Okay, so a lot of good stuff. And then there's going to be a treasure hunt. I'm not going to bother replying and saying what this is. It's just, I'm going to have to assume it's a typo. Just this, okay? Shock and awe campaign. Let's scroll up a little bit things here. We've seen countless comments about there not being enough high tier premium destroyers, so yep, we get two. We get the ZF6 we talked about before. Well-rounded German destroyer. Very strong destroyer, by the way, if you haven't seen the previous video. Very strong. This warship is based on a project. Yes, it's from a captured French Le Hardy class. Does that sound familiar? Destroyer. She brings smoke generator and offers outstanding ballistics as well as solid for a non-American destroyer A suite. It's basically a Fletcher, as we discussed before. Very similar values to a Fletcher. As usual, to attain the ship, you need to finish 100 milestones, so regular campaign with Amplitude backing. Considering it's a rough you didn't meet campaign any harder than it needs to be. That's good, so it's easier to accomplish theoretical possibility all missions during the last week. Okay, so yeah, it doesn't expire after each week, so you get the mission, and then you can wait a week, and then you get the next mission, but you still do the first mission, the second mission, so you don't have to play every week in order to get the ship. It's yeah, each new weekly requires the previous one to be completed first, so it's a rotational thing. It doesn't expire each week, which is nice, I think. Alright, you do balloon values. This you can all look at. Lunar Year crate. Oh, look at this. Halloween crate, Golden Week crate, Stellar crate. That's a nice patch note there. Yeah, that's a nice one. We're getting a bit of everything. You can get Black Friday trait. Wow. Yeah, we're getting all this. This is interesting. So we're getting all that stuff here. I'm not going to go into that. You all can look at that yourselves. Alternative American battleships. They're being released. We're getting the big chunky canvas. 12 16-inch guns. Good range at Citadel at 6 below the waterline. Yeah, she's really good against AP, but she's getting penned pretty comfortably at pretty much every angle. Colorado goes 20.5 knots before upgrades. She's got defensive AA, but you have to swap it out for either the spotter, the fighter, or enhanced secondary targeting. Real big news though, these two guys. Man, I thought I had a big forehead, but this guy, I don't know what he's doing. He's interesting. Give him that. He looks wonderful. All right, we're getting two Italian destroyers. So I'm assuming he's like the gunboat guy and he's the torpedo guy. Just how they usually model these commanders. So that would be nice. Giuseppe Fugosi? Fugosi. Fugosi. Fugosi? Fugosi. Yeah. Actually, I'm Italian, so I should know this. In the fog, base trait. Smoke duration generator up to 10%. It's really good. That's a good one. If it works, it says smoke generator. Does it include exhaust smoke? Because if it does, that's great. I'm assuming it does, but it doesn't actually say exhaust smoke. It only says smoke generator. So that'll be interesting. Second row skill. Okay, second row. Second row. Isn't concealment second row? I'm pretty sure concealment's second row. So you'd have to swap out concealment for duration of the smoke generator at a cost of shorter dispersion time. Well, isn't exhaust smoke? Don't you have like the isn't all but the dispersion time for exhaust smoke? You know, like the duration's not really the problem. It's the dispersion time. So that's kind of like a, it's kind of like a, that's a negative trait for exhaust smoke. It's all right for regular smoke, but for exhaust smoke, it's kind of bad. And it's a second row skill, so concealment goes in the second row, so you can't use that skill. Yeah, that's pretty bad. Second row, concealment is the second row. Again, another second row skill. Like concealment's in second row, is it not? You don't pick. You're always gonna pick concealment for a destroyer. All right, Luigi Rizzo, the great escape base trait. Increase the duration of engine boost up to 8%. Reload time. Okay, that's a good one. It does a. There's already commanders that do this, but this is a like one that does both, but a reduced rate, only 8%, and then only 4%. But it's good to have both. That's quite a useful trait. Swordfish, second row skill. Again, concealment is here, so you're not going to use this skill. Duration of engine boost and torpedo damage from 0.75 to 3%. Well, Italian Paolo Emilio torps hit the hardest in the game, so I don't see why you'd buff the torpedo damage anymore. But whatever. Let's take a look. Paolo Emilio, we've already looked at this guy. Respectable HP and use guns as well as quite powerful torpedoes, yes. Like range, he executes all attacks somewhat close to enemy lines. Yeah, so she's kind of like a close up range there. Keep that in mind again here. Destroyer will be available for 750 global XP. There you have it. Code here. If you haven't got already, go to the Redeemer and you get 2 basic crates and 12 Italian camels. Which would be nice. Arpeggio Blue Skill Ars Nova collaboration. Yeah, see that? I've seen this anime. She's a submarine. And these are all like battleships, so yeah, be interesting. Well, she's a cruiser, as you can see. And those are fast battleships like Congo class. So yeah, bring a new wave anime character. It's the imitable Arpeggio Blue Steel. Commander's unique voiceover skills and more. I want to see, this will be interesting because we don't know what nations. I'm assuming it's going to be American and Japanese, and what skills they have. We don't have any information on the skills. Yeah. We know got another skin for Radigo. We've got like 3 skins for Radigo already. It's just what we need. And we got, it looks like 2 reskins for Fuso. So no actual new ships, which is a little bit disappointing. Yeah, that's a little bit disappointing. The 5 commanders though, 5 commanders. Yeah, 5 commanders. That's really what you're getting from it. I mean, the skin for the Adigo is quite nice. It's like a blue accents, like blue graffiti. Same for these. It's gonna have that, but blue. Oh, on it will look good on the Adigo. It might look good. Legendary birthday in a bureau, just like last year. We're getting another. So it's another legendary birthday. We're gonna retro crates. You're gonna have different crates from all the previous years. Departed. Project is it's not timely, but it's very likely to become depreciated after a few updates. So just be sure to start researching if you don't want to lose it. So yeah, make sure you guys research it. Just start the research and then cancel out, okay? If you want to just make sure you have it always, okay? Really important. Alright, please note, segments that focus on particular chapters of our history also ask for ships and commanders connected. Oh, so it's going to ask for event commanders. That's kind of Yeah, I don't like that, but well, alright. Ranked battles. This update features 3 seasons of ranked battles. 2 of them for the weekend warriors. Okay. Oh god. Yeah, so extended. You can of course pick and choose which one you want to participate in. What's important this time is that you're venturing forth with ship tiers. Certificate Season 14 utilizes Tier 6 ships. Sorry, Tier 7. Yes, Tier 7. Aha, yes, finally. Yes, Tier 7. Yes, we're getting Tier 7 ships. Yes. Season 16 features a 3-league system that allows you to climb your way to Tier 5, Tier 7. With Tier 7 also including with League 1 the most... let's see. Yeah, Tier 5 is also including League 1 the most unforgiving rule set. Oh god, that does not look nice. That does not look nice. Yeah, it's not nice. Alright, if that's something you find exciting, you might like this bit of news even more. We're adding arms race mechanic. Okay, that's interesting, which worked well in the last season. So all ranked battle seasons as update. Okay, so season 14, 16, we'll get 20. Yeah, so yeah, we're getting ranked battle seasons with arms race. And then all the dates are here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, all the dates are there. Sorry about that. If you can hear that. Balance changes. Alright, so matchmaking legendary ships can now division with tier 6, 7 ships. Oh, okay, that's good. It's good. Something you'll see a lot of lack of cruisers at legendary tier, so divisioning with a tier 7 cruiser with a legendary boat will be quite strong. Well, it's definitely going to change the meta a little bit. That's good. Yeah, it's good to do quite a bit actually. It should have been done a long time ago, but yes, yeah. Legendary is short on cruisers, so tier 7 cruisers are going to be very valuable picks for legendary ship divisions. So yeah, be waiting for quite some time. This will allow you and your friends to reconnect. Yep, definitely. Yeah, so tier 7 ships. Yeah, that's what we're getting. Alright, with legendaries. Okay. Alright. All destroyer commanders receive the perceptive skill. Yeah, perceptive skill, which increases the visibility of enemy torpedoes, reduces incoming damage to your destroyer, will show the direction. It's twist and track, but what I don't get is why twist and track increases the visibility of torpedoes and reduces incoming damage. It's just making destroyers hard to kill, and destroyers are already very hard to kill. They're kind of one of the strongest classes in the game besides carriers. So this is, I don't see why this bit here is added. It should just be twist and track with maybe turret traverse, you know? I don't see why. That's pretty awful. That is not a good change. It's basically buffing all DDs, which is not nice. And a lot of people are going to run this skill, so it's going to make destroyers generally harder to kill, which is never a good thing. Already very hard to kill. So yeah. Also, this should include event commanders here. It does say all destroyer commanders, but we don't actually. We're assuming it includes event commanders, but you know, maybe the image would be too much if it just showed the event commanders as well. Alright, okay, let's see. There are significant changes to carriers at tier 7, namely their aircraft groups. Okay, so before I go too much into this, the 8-9 plane formations, I will show you the old version. So we have Shikaku bombs, we have Shikaku torps, Parseval bombs, Parseval torps, Lexington bombs, and Lexington torps. So you see 6 per squadron and attack unit 3. So with this new variation, we're getting 8 to 9 planes per squadron, which giving us 3 attacks of 3 planes, consisting of 3 planes each. So yeah, the Parseval gets 9 torpedo bombers, and same when fully upgraded. It gets 8 when not upgraded, and then 9 when fully upgraded. That's interesting. Parseval's getting 9 bombers and 8 torpedoes. That's a significant nerf for this new system. You're losing out on 1 torpedo bomber per drop. So you're getting 3 drops, but only 2 torpedoes each. Significant nerf. I believe the reasoning for this will be shown later on. So that's pretty sizable nerf for Chicago. Lexington get 8 when upgraded, non upgraded, 9 when upgraded, 8 when not upgraded, and then 9 when upgraded. Okay. If you're gonna nerf carriers, you should really nerf the stronger ones, not the Shikaki, but whatever. So, says you've looked at for all 3 top tier carriers closely, made describe changes looking at such stats as average damage, lifetime win rate, survivability till the end of the battle. That's cool. They put the best survivability because they're carriers. Cross check these with ships popularity. The change of Shikaki may look harsh, but the truth is, where does it says? Yeah, the truth is that she is consistently outperforming Lexington. What this change does mainly is stretch the damage over a longer period of time, but the net difference shouldn't be dramatic. Importantly, there are more planes. Overall, squadron HP remains largely familiar. This means less individual plane health, and for HP. That said, we'll continue to follow carriers closely. Okay, less plane health is pretty darn, yeah. That's good, I guess. That's kind of a nerf for the carriers. But yeah, no, they kind of nerfed the Shikaku because it's easier to play the Lexington. But the Lexington is significantly better than Shikaku. It's like nerfing the Iowa more than a Magi, because a Magi again they nerfed the Magi because it may be hard to take advantage of, but it was apparently stronger. So that's their logic for that, and they kind of swapped it out the other way around for the Lexington Shikaku. They're nerfing the Shikaku because it's easier to play, even though the Lexington is a stronger bow. It kind of goes against their nerf on the Magi, but whatever. Let's just move on, I guess. But yeah, there's that. So yeah, since we'll continue to follow the carriers' careers closely and prepare to more changes as time goes on. It's nice that looking at it, nice that they're considering some changes. This can be really bad for carriers as a player, playing the carriers, because you may have to pre-drop twice, and even then, because you have less HP in your ships, you might lose ports, you might not get full runs out. It's kind of bad for the surface ship if you're just going 1v1 because you don't have enough AA, and that means you'll be basically suffering 3 drops instead of just 2 drops at a time. So yeah, I don't know, I think it's more bothersome for the carrier as a player, and as a surface ship you might shoot in a bit more aircraft, which is nice, but if you're on your own, you've got no AA, you're kind of going to suffer a bit more. So that is something to note. Definitely not a great thing. So we've removed some of the least used skills from Universal Commanders. Never good. Removing skills means less diversity, means more static gameplay, more similar builds, more boring gameplay. Yeah, not good. Instead of removing skills, buff them or change them up a bit. But yeah, let's pick it. If it picks these, were unfortunately so significantly insignificant that we decided to line up their skill tree to cause less confusion. Don't like it. Don't like the idea. Not a good thing. You should always have, instead of like buffing, like Barely Bell is a ramming skill. It's kind of like a meme skill, but it's still a good skill to, try and test build on. For the Japanese, the Americans, and the Germans. On second thought as well, on Smoke in the Water. Yeah, on second thought, it's a good skill, by the way. It's a 45% shell switch time reduction for the reload if your shells are fully loaded. So you get like a 10 to 15 second reload on your battleship if you have to switch to HE to AP or something like that. All they could do is buff this. Azure Lane Dunkirk does this by 95%, so it's like a millisecond, it's like a second reload difference. And that is a unique skill for Azure Lane Dunkirk. But on second thought, it's a nice skill. Maybe buff that to 75, maybe like a 5-second reload or something like that. That might be nice. And it's a good skill. It just doesn't really increase enough to be worth it as a shell, as a switching of the skill. Yeah, don't like that. So yeah, instead of doing that, removing the skill, maybe rework it a little bit. Maybe give it a little bit of buff. Because on second thought, it's a good skill. It just doesn't get used because it doesn't really buff. It doesn't really do its job well enough. Smoke in the Water, though, that's kind of useful for DD for destroyers, basically, who don't have the equivalent DD commander for their nation. So Japan, America, or Germany. So yeah, the Smoke in the Water skill is not. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, you're phased out as soon as you switch to a DD commander, but that's a useful skill to have from Universal Commander if you're trying to play a DD and use that build for them. So yeah. Barely Upheld, more for ramming skill. John Jellicoe as well. I use Belfast. My Belfast uses John Jellicoe build, so I really don't want them to remove any more skills here. Like Von Essen's kind of useful as well, the French guy and the Italians. I mean, Nelson is probably the only boat in the game you might want to run a ramming barely at peril, that skill. And it's British, so John Jellicoe, I don't know why he got his skill removed. Miscellaneous changes and improvements. Big Race now has epicenter mode established for tier 4 battles. Epicenter is like this ring, as you can see, and you've got like a capture circles rings, and you try and capture all the rings. Yeah, it says works in a way, the closer you are to the center you are, there we go, yeah, tier 7, the more zones you can actually capture. If you're out of circle, you're only capturing that circle. If you go to the center, you can capture the whole thing. If you're victorious, yes, it's done in the Yamato event. We did this. Yeah, cool thing. To be victorious, team was capture any center, win by points, destroy every ship or opposing team. Yeah, just the normal ways of winning. 400 points each, 3 points every 4 seconds. Capture circle takes a minute if uninterrupted. Ship filters have been recently reworked. Yeah, it'll be interesting. The epicenter mode, I think, might be interesting. Yeah, sorry, ship filters have been reworked. Oh, it looks alright. I mean, just a bit more nice visually. You can now filter commanders whenever looking for one, so your ship browsing inspirations for commandos. That's very good. And the reactive manipulation's quicker now. Okay. Yeah, that's nice, the inspiration thing. I mean, it's a bit unnecessary, but it's nice quality of life, you know. Always nice to have a couple of quality of life changes. It's a bit more clear what you have selected now from the looks of it. Scroll down a little bit, let's see. Yeah, you can select inspirations like that. You can also pick the traits here. So like trait options, preferred options for like battleship, cruiser, destroyer, and so forth. Okay. Spawn should now be more symmetric with fewer situations occurring where the ship is alone at a spawn location. Very good fix. Clear sky medals now awarded for shooting down 20 aircraft in one battle. I mean, imagine how many I've got of those before, but I don't think it really means anything because we have infinite planes. Aircraft order squadron bomber drops receive a new reticle, targeting reticle. That's probably to make it easier to drop, even though it's not that hard to drop. Anyway, campaign interface has been improved and streamlined. Okay. Aircraft stats and loadout have been shortened a bit. Never a good idea to withhold information from the player. Not liking that. Ship controls now be switched and made more obvious. That's always good. A lot of Bajonies don't have radar because they don't realise they can have the option for radar. You can now open multiple crates at once. That's very good. Hold down the X button or the square button on PlayStation. All the crates you currently have. Pop-up window. Yeah, okay. Good. The spotted ribbon. Not detected, spotted ribbon, awarded whenever you're the first to spot an enemy ship. Has now been added for all ship types and consumable planes. So yeah, spotted ribbon. It's not a detected ribbon. I don't know why they need to change that, I think. Previously you could only receive spotting ribbons while flying your aircraft. So it's only done CVs. Now we have a spotted ribbon for everyone, including destroyers, battleships, and cruisers. Added historical camo. Type 9s. Oh god. Alright, this is Bismarck. Is Bismarck? There we go. Hipper, Baltimore, Bismarck, Z-23, Richelieu, Chicago, and Lexington. There we go. That's Bismarck. Nice, lovely. Finally a nice historical helm for Bismarck. That's Martel. Sorry, the image is a bit fluidy or floppy or squished together. Get the Bismarck again. We got Hipper. It's sheer factory. It's just the rendering problems. It's Baltimore. These are straight from Discord, so that's why the thing's off. Z-23, I mean they all look pretty good. Richelieu, we've got Chicago, and then last but not least, we've got the mighty Lexington, which kind of looks like just like a hunter camo, you know, a bit underwhelming. Alright, bug fixes. German squadrons can now fly until they're either shot down or the battle is over. I was hoping this was a balance change for all CVs. I was hoping it would just end after 2 minutes because I don't think it's fair for a CV that's dead to influence the battle as long as he doesn't sail into AA. You know, the plane should run out of fuel and die like 2 minutes after the carrier is sunk, like on PC. I was hoping this would be a balancing change, so I don't like the fact that they've changed it back to this. This may be changed in the future. I can really hope. Some squadrons remain visible to their player for several seconds when taking off. That's a good change. And then Change descriptions of Last Conquest, camouflages, raid Bismarck, and then the Rhine number 10. So it has 10 torpedoes in the inner hangar rather than 9. Alright guys, hope you enjoyed this video. As always, I hope you like, so you subscribe, and tell me your thoughts below. What do you guys think? I'll see you next time. Bye for now.